Hello, today I'm going to show you how to grow elephant garlic. I'm Ms Zorab and this is Byther Farm. Elephant garlic is part of the allium family, so onions, leeks and that sort of thing. And far from actually being a garlic, it is actually a member of the leek family, and it produces wonderfully large bulbs that are edible. They've got a very mild garlicky flavour, and you can use the leaves or you can use the bulb. And most people grow it for the bulb. So this is one Erica from Erica's Little Welsh Garden. She grew this last year and has given it to me. So I'm going to grow mine in two different ways this year. I'm going to grow one bulb which I'm going to plant and then I will harvest next summer. And the other one I'm going to plant and I'm going to leave in the ground and allow each of the cloves to form much bigger plants and grow them as perennials. So much like garlic, it will have cloves in it. It will also produce little bulbils at the side, which I'm going to save and plant this as well. It'll take longer to reach maturity, but it will get there. When you break open the elephant garlic bulb, you get these huge huge cloves to plant, which is great. And when you cook these, they've got just a beautiful taste. So if you roast them, they do that lovely caramelized thing that garlic cloves do, but a much milder taste. So I'm going to start by marking out the line of where I want to plant these elephant garlics, and it's not just those I'm putting in today. I'm going to put in some ordinary garlic, some onion sets and some shallots. So I'm going to try and get really organised today. It's very simple to plant. You make a hole. Now I like to plant mine 4 to 6 inches deep, so that's 4 to 6 inches of soil above the top of the clove. So I'm working on the basis of this is the depth of the hole. The clove will go here. I need to go a little bit more than that. There we go. And they need about 8 to 10 inches apart. So I'm going to go the length of my trowel, just because I do have the luxury of that much space. And it's worth spacing them out because elephant garlic really doesn't like to be cramped, doesn't like to be crowded by other plants. It likes space to expand and to flourish. So once you've made your hole for planting it, it's just as simple as popping it in the hole, covering it over. Remember to mark the row. As with all garlic and onions, it's pointy end up and the flat end at the bottom, which has got the little root base on it. Now they will produce flower stalks, which are called scapes. So a stem will come up out of the middle with a flower bud on it. Cut those off because it will divert energy away from the bulb, but don't throw them away. You can use them in the same way you would use any other garlic scape, so you can stir fry them and they are absolutely delicious. I'm also going to push a stick in here to remind me that that first section is elephant garlic and the rest of this row is something else. And with the second bulb I got from Erica, I'm going to put it in this bed, which is a perennial herbaceous border. It's got a couple of very small low growing shrubs in it, but everything else is herbaceous. I'm going to grow these as perennials in here. They'll come up during the winter, they'll be there in the spring, and then it will start dying back at around the same time as some of the larger herbaceous perennials will really get going. so hopefully this won't feel crowded. Here we go. The cloves on this are huge. They're really good. There are a couple of bulbils which I'll save and grow. Perhaps I'll mark them at that end of the bed so I know what they are. So I've got 5 large cloves and 3 bulbils from this. That's great. So here we go. And again, planting it nice and deeply. This is duck bedding, used duck bedding that I've put on here as a mulch. It will help suppress some of the weeds, so I've cleared a little space in it for that elephant garlic to be able to grow up through it. The ground in this area is quite free draining. Elephant garlic doesn't like sitting in a waterlogged soil, so although our field is quite clayey, luckily this area drains fairly freely. Where shall I pop this other one? 1, 2, let's pop it across here. So that's the elephant garlic in. Really pleased about that. And now I'll crack on with some of the other onion family. Once it's planted, you just wait and let it grow. It should shake off the frost fine, and we'll start growing with quite wide strap-like leaves, very like leeks. And then you're going to harvest it mid to late next summer, unless you want to grow it as a perennial, in which case you'll leave it, let it grow on, and then the year afterwards you can start harvesting her from the outsides, or you can just let it grow into a really nice big clump and then harvest the largest ones. This is not the most useful that you've ever been, you know, guys.